but they got a wide receiver in A.J. Brown who like, oh, no, bruh. But, I mean, damn, can I get the ball a little bit more? Tony, just kind of your thoughts on the main receiving threat or the main guy being a part of the success or not. Like, does A.J. Brown got a point?
Yeah, well, I've been on teams where you win and you're not involved. And I think when you're that guy, like he is, like you're that dog, and you guys believe A.J. Brown is one of the best receivers in the league, right?
I do.
Okay, so when his production is down, I don't care if you're winning or losing. I'm like, you got to get him involved. You got to keep him engaged because he can help you win. And I've gone through it. You can't. Some people would call me selfish at times. So I want to play. I want to be a part of the game. I want to throw me the damn ball.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think in the long term, that's going to hurt them if they don't get him involved. And you saw it in the playoffs last year. The reason they won a Super Bowl is because of him. And they started going to him at the end. And it's like, what are we waiting for? Are we covering up for somebody? I know we got Saquon, but it's hard too because they have so many.
It is hard, but I mean, it is hard, but
you're 4-0.
It's enough balls to go around for sure.
But you're 4-0 though.
And I mean, so then what are you doing the week during the game plan? Because you ain't hauled off and socked out of nobody. So during the week, I'm saying, there's got to be something during the week to get him to Sunday to like, oh, okay, yeah, this is gonna be it, and then, it kind of like, well, hold on, it's the same that happened last week. That kind of be brewing, but you think during the week, all this preparation, there's not no balls called for this? Yeah. There's got to be some balls called for this. There's got to be. Otherwise, probably.
Well, I think when you look around, I look at
get up out of here.
The Chiefs are the best example to me. Like where you got a guy like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, where the stars always seem to like Travis was always, even now to this day. Travis obviously is getting older. This is probably going to be his last year. Maybe he'll get playing.
But there's a box on Andy Reid's play sheet that says Travis.
Get him the ball.
At any time, these 10 plays or whatever,
yes,
they get him the football.
And you're going to hurt the team if you continue not to throw AJ Brown the ball or a player, insert player, great player, then he's going to become disinterested. He's going to cause problems. And I believe I'm all for it too because he's a well,
that sounded like some Amazon death talk right here.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it because he's a baller. Like throw him the ball. I am not. It's especially a guy of his caliber. We were talking about it too. Like everybody eats. Yeah. Josh Allen
said that. Yep.
I don't know. No, not everybody. Everybody's entitled to eat. Yeah. But there are guys out there like I said this on the show. Like they need first and seconds and thirds. They get to keep going back, keep filling up my plate.
But we did see A.J. Brown a few weeks ago when they needed him in the second half. They threw him 9 passes. He got him. He got over 100 yards.
Yeah, and they needed it.
Yeah, and they needed it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with we got the better roster? We just gonna beat your ass. And if we don't have to pull the Ferrari out, we ain't got. He already made 28,000.
Play game like now. I see what you doing.
You get what I'm saying?
For some controversy.
No, I'm not. I'm asking him a question.
You pull that Ferrari out because it looked good. That's why you pull that out. I want to go sliding this. Hell yeah! If this is my Ferrari, you bring that out because you know what that's gonna do. That's gonna bring the house.
You right.
You brought this.
You right.
You don't play the game not to get the house.
But
my cousin sat right there and told you.
You right.
The best players in high school get the house. That's the Ferrari. That's why you bring.
You are absolutely right. But the goal is to win.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Right. And I would ask you. You won the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl game, how many yards did you have?
We ain't had that much. You had 100 in the Super Bowl?
When you won the Super Bowl.
When we won it.
Now. Oh no, when we won.
When we won it, we didn't have.
I had like 12 yards.
We had.
And a tug.
We didn't do nothing.
No, we had a tug. We had the first one.
Yeah, he stepped on
okay, maybe in that situation is
I was good, basically.
Yeah, you would get. But in the Super Bowl, you're like, because I guess in the Super Bowl, I could care less.
Yeah,
you throw me the ball one time, 0 times. I want to win the. We're here.
Yeah.
Let's win the game. But throughout the regular season, would you rather be a part of a team and win, and then have and you don't have that second contract? or your contract's up that year. There's certain things like with AJ, he's like, I'm a guy. When I go home, I view myself as the guy, one of the best receivers in the league, and I can't end the game with 9 yards or whatever, or 27 yards. Because first of all, that hurts my legacy and it hurts my pocketbook. And we talked about this. People talk about winning, and I think the only people that really believe that is quarterbacks, because they're going to get paid no matter what.
Right.
They're the ones who can afford to say that.
Right.
But if I'm someone who's playing for the Buffalo Bills, if I'm Dalton Kincaid, the tight end, and I'm like, I could easily catch 5 to 7 balls a game, have around 70 to 100 yards a game and a touchdown. And so when I go re-sign my deal, I'm going to sign for a lot of money and also legacy. By the time I'm done playing this game, I'm going to put up some great numbers and have a chance at the Hall of Fame or whatever it is. Or we're just going to go win games and I'll catch 2 or 3 balls, but we win. It's like there's the rub. And
That
what type
is
of
the
person
rub,
are
because
you?
you got to think, though,
it's just
what do you want?
well,
Yeah,
he
bro.
talking to a role. See, I played fullback and special teams.
I think it's
so for me, I'm
conditional
like,
then,
bro,
bruh.
we're trying to win a championship.
I know you're trying to win.
Now, don't
So
get me
am I.
wrong.
I think it's conditional.
Now, don't
'Cause
get me wrong.
At this time, AJ Brown already got a Super Bowl. So
He
it's
got
like,
one, and I get
nigga,
the
now.
I get the legacy piece too.
Yeah.
I understand that, bro. But do we handle football situations, or do we handle games to cater to a man's legacy, or do we win the game?
You're right.
In certain conditions, they do.
And search this, but but to his earlier
In
point,
certain situations,
to his
they
earlier
do.
point, why can't both be true? Why can't I use my main guy to win the game?
Tom Brady, Gronkowski,
Yeah,
Julian Edelman.
Yeah, like why
we're gonna
can't I
catch
use
a lot
my
of
main
balls.
guy to win the game?
Yes,
I mean-
that's my only thing is like, look, that's why I'm saying no. Not everybody eats. Like you get in where you fit in, and if you need to make a play, please make a play and be ready.
We were
Facts.
playing.
part.
We were playing. I think it was Green Bay. It might have been somebody else. We were down by a
Who
few.
made the play?
We were down by a few touchdowns at halftime, and I remember Tom Cable coming in at halftime and was like, "All right, offense. I know we're down by some touchdowns, but we're gonna go 22 personnel and 21 personnel, and nobody's getting the ball but 24.
Yes.
Okay, we end up winning by touchdown."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it was that statement like, nah, bro, we about to kick in an overdrive. Beast Mode, lace your cleats up. It's time to go.
Yes.
And we used our best player to win the game.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm saying? And we
because
leaned that. We
it
leaned
called for
into
that.
it. Yeah.
And so my comment on that is always when the game's on the line or you need a play, you don't think plays. You think players.
Jimmy's and Joe's. Now
Okay,
X's
and I know I'm
O's.
opening up the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What the hell are you throwing the ball for anyway?
Bruh.
Like run the
Don't
ball
start it. Don't
and let's
start
go
it.
home and win.
Yeah,
why
don't start that.
why is that even on the table?
I have no
and
idea.
That's my point with all this
So,
stuff.
man,
It's like-
y'all analysts. So, yeah, analyze that and then let me know what's up. What the fuck was going on?
because they were
You
thinking
feel me?
plays.
They were.
They were thinking plays instead of players.
They overthought the situation.
Yes,
I know
they
what
overthought.
happened.
I don't know
They
the reason why, but
I know why.
I think they were thinking plays. They were like, "Oh, this is the perfect play for this defense." Like, I don't give a damn.
The situation.
Give it to your dog.
The situation had come up 3 other times over the past year and a half. Similar situations. Lesser quarterbacks scored. They were just trying to leave as least amount of time as possible for the guy that they considered to be the best one out of all of the guys who came back and scored
Yeah.
on us. Same number one defense, same whatever. He was the best one out of all of them. That was the thinking. Now, that was the thinking. That don't mean it was right, but that was
So
the
now
thinking.
I know you got some insider scoop type. Because now you talking about that you know what I mean? You just said
I've had
this
some
a couple
conversations.
times before.
Yeah, I've had
see,
some
but now
conversations
you-
with some people.
Time and the great.
Well, because I've talked to him, man, and because my whole thing is, bruh, this was some. Tony, I believe if they win that second, if they win Super Bowl 49, they win Super Bowl 50 and maybe get to 51.
Okay.
I think they had 2 more championships somewhere in there. But after that game, and I can't speak to the locker room because I wasn't in there and what happened immediately after the game when the coach was actually talking to the team.
So you remember how you were saying?
I believe he lost the team after that.
No, you remember how you were saying? You know, Pete was like, the team was like, yeah, that and everybody in. So them was the same people that have that attitude, that everybody, and then you come in that locker room and they feel like, oh, you stripped me of this. Well, I told you, everybody in. You somebody, so it's you too.
Yeah.
So it kind of fall underneath that type of situation then. Yeah, that was
tough one. Well,
yeah, it's a tough one, bro.
Getting back to I think it changes too in your career. At the beginning of my career, the first 9 years, you're worried about your legacy and you want to contribute. And then when you start seeing that window close, at least for me, that's when you're like, I got to win.
You start
and
chasing
I don't care.
stuff. Yeah.
I just chasing. I got to win. And that's why I asked to get traded out of it and went to Atlanta because I knew we weren't going to win.
So you asked to get up out of Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah. We didn't, I think we'd won 2 games, year 12.
Was it that you like, I'm at a place that is not committed to winning or is not committed to me? Or
you
is
just
it like,
don't have it. Yeah, you don't have the quarterback. You don't. So my thing was, I need to go to a place where there's going to be a guy at the quarterback position who could take us there. And I remember they were going to trade me to Buffalo, and I was like,
who they have at the time? Who they have at the time?
I don't know who they had.
What year was it?
It might have been Brian Fitzpatrick, my guy.
Yeah.
It might have been
Fitz.
It was 2009.
No.
2009.
Oh yeah, because when I was there,
were you
we
there?
had just me, Fred.
Okay,
I don't want to say T.O. Yep, because Fitz
was it Fitz?
Yeah, it was Fitz. It might have been Fitz.
J.P. Lossman, J.P. Lossman, Fitz, and
Lossman was in 07 or.
Yeah. And Trent Edwards.
You were there? I forgot you were there.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but it was in the room. Like they were, and then I said no, and then of course, everybody in Buffalo hates me. I was there a couple weeks ago, and they're still mad at me for not going. I'm like, I'm not going there to go lose again.
Yeah,
and I don't think you guys won. And so I went to Atlanta, obviously, because Matt was there and Roddy, and they had a good team.
It was Atlanta,
and that's where. Like a lot of Kansas City fans, because they asked me a question one time. Atlanta did. They said, "What do you are grateful about being an Atlanta Falcon?" I said, "Well, Atlanta made my career and the Kansas City fans hated that.
Really?
And they might hate me for bringing it up again, but I still kind of stand by that. And the reason why, and listen to me here, the reason why is because." You play so long. I'm 33 years old at the time, and I know my window is only this much shorter. And you just want a chance to win.
Yeah.
Like and even now, I'll never win a Super Bowl. Obviously, I never even played in one. But the closest I ever got was in it. I know you guys don't like it, but we beat you guys to go to the NFC Championship game, and that makes all the difference in the world because of my career. I had done everything, and just to be able, I'm glad. I'm so grateful. That I can say I played in the NFC Championship game, let alone a Super Bowl. And if I would have stayed in Kansas City, that would have never happened. We had Matt Castle, and I don't even know the head coach they brought in, but it would have been tough. And so, a lot of the fans out there, they don't understand that. And I think the way they can understand that is if the feeling that they have right now in Kansas City. I was just there a week ago to do some promotional stuff. And how happy the fans are.
Yeah, they get extra games every year.
This is living right now. Yeah. They're in the middle of a dynasty. They're probably going to go win another one this year,
They're
maybe.
probably not even mad at you no more.
Well, they probably forgot about it. We don't hate you anymore. But I want that feeling. I wanted that feeling that they have walking around, being so proud of your team and all that stuff. I mean, that's why I have a hard time going to Kansas City now sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get off that plane and I'm like, we were losers there. We didn't win at all. And that's what you play the game for. You do want to win. And when you can't get that done, see, you guys you'll never know how that feels.
Yeah, I will.
I was on some sorry teams, bro.
But see, though, the difference is the fan base in Buffalo, like, I don't know, like, I swear to you, like, when I go to Buffalo or, you know what I mean, Buffalo fans, like, we had you on our team, like, when they talking to me, I think they feel like they won a Super Bowl with us.
They do.
While I was in
because you was their draft pick.
The same way that the Buffalo Bills fans, like the Oakland Seahawks, feel that way too.
Yeah, but all the Kansas City feels the same way.
They feel like you didn't win no Super Bowl. We won one, like Raider fans and Buffalo fans.
Yeah, because they had you, because they loved you so much. And I think you were beloved. And I feel like I was the same way in Kansas City. I love those fans. Love them.
Yeah.
But I never got a chance to deliver to them that feeling. And it bothers me sometimes. So it gets kind of, I don't even know how we got on the subject.
No, but it's awesome.
But yeah,
it's awesome.
It bothers me that that I was never able to do that.
Well, it's awesome you got that perspective, Tony. A lot of guys don't have that perspective, bro. A lot of guys just take their time in the league, take their time with these cities, take their time with these fans who the fans make us. You know what I'm saying? And they just run with the money and just do their thing. But you actually have compassion for the people, love the city, all of those things, man. So it's pretty cool that you had that perspective.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with Prize Picks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. So keep the season rolling on Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5.
The first few months of football season has been entertaining, beast mode. Baker has been cooking. Drake Mays have been heating up.
So, man, Jackson Dart, you know what I mean? I'm taking the more, you feel me? On Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks miss. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. No matter your play, Prize Picks is always great way to put your takes to the test.
Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss.
Download the Prize Pick app today and use code GETGOT to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code GETGOT to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks is good to be right, my boy.
Jackson is Chat GPT for sports.
Tap into over 10 years of historical data for smart decisions.
Get instant prop suggestions and fantasy help specific to your needs. Let's get those Prize Picks popping. What player has gone over his rushing prop the most this season? So done and click. That's a great question that requires digging into the season-long prop data. Oh, wow. J.K. Dobbins. This is sick, money.
I'll always be saying I wish we knew more about Jackson sooner, though.
Everyone gets a free 1-week trial. Subscriptions start at just $10, but use code GETGOT for 25% off. Head on over to www.pinesports.com/GetGot to try Jackson for free.